This is the new BitBox02 Nova, and I got this sent from Bitbox. In this video, I want to share my first impression of this new hardware wallet of the Swiss company Bitbox, and then also compare it against the BitBox02, the old model, what the new model, the Nova, does better, what are the main features, and whether you should upgrade or stay with your old model, or when you don't have a BitBox02, which of both of them you should buy. So these are the main changes, the new features. First of all, we have a new display. It's still OLED, but it's made of glass instead of plastic. And then we have new colors. So additionally to black, we also have the white color. And then of course we have the main feature, which is for the first time you can connect your iPhone or your iPad to the BitBox02. So we have now the white color next to the black color, and yeah, in my opinion the new color is much more nicer. I like it more, and also in terms of the form of the device, they're almost the same, I would say, but I could spot two differences. So first of all, the slot for the micro SD card is a little bit smaller on the new device, and then also because you have a different display technology or different material, you have like a small gap between the display and the cover around it. So these are the two differences I could spot on my first impression regarding the difference between the two devices. So the display, it's made of glass instead of plastic. If you scratch with your fingernail there, you can actually feel it. So I will do that right now, and you can listen to that. Yeah, so glass is a much more modern, much higher build quality material. And one disadvantage I had with my old BitBox02, which I had now for 4 years, since 2021, is that you can easily scratch the display. And I think a couple of months after I received the old BitBox02, there were a lot of scratches already there because I put it into my pocket of my jeans, and maybe I had the key there or some coins. I threw it in my drawer to hide it, of course. And yeah, you can already see a lot of scratches after a couple of months. So I think this was a major disadvantage or down point of such a high cost device, and I put it in my initial review that this is a big minus for me. So now it's glass, and I think of course you have to test it for a couple of months, but I think it's a much better material, and I really think that it will help better in terms of scratch resistance. Then also another advantage of the new display is that it's much brighter, in my opinion. So I put them next to each other, and I think you can see that it's a better color, and it's brighter, and you can better read the text. So there are only pluses for the new display, in my opinion. And then there's the most important new feature, which is for the first time you can connect your BitBox02 with iPhone or iOS devices, and then via Bluetooth, and not via the cable, which you would connect your device to your computer or to an Android phone. But in this for these devices, you connect it via Bluetooth, and you do not need a new iPhone or iPad to connect it with USB-C. There's also an adapter to Lightning. For example, I have older iPhone, and I can use the adapter and connect it to my iPhone. But because it uses Bluetooth, you can also connect it to a power bank or to your laptop, and then connect it via Bluetooth to your iPhone or iPad. So there's no battery in the BitBox02. I wish they put a small battery inside the device, like Ledger does, because it looks a little bit awkward, especially with the adapter, if you connect it to your phone when you're on the go, when you're on a train or plane or whatever, and want to make a transaction. It looks a little bit weird, in my opinion, if you connect it, because the only reason why you connect it, as my understanding is, to an iPhone or to an iPad via USB, is to get power from it. So that's the only reason. And as I said, you can also connect it to a power bank, but most likely you will not have a power bank with you, so you connect it to your phone and it looks really weird in my opinion. So yeah, but this is the design choice they decided on. What I will say is, after using it for a couple of days, if you paired it to your phone initially, the connection to your phone is really smooth. So it will only take a couple of seconds and there's already the connection in the iOS BitBox app, and from there on it's really easy, or it's actually pretty, the user experience is really similar to the old BitBox, because they have not changed their software at all. So but the connection to your phone via Bluetooth is really smooth and really fast. So this is really appreciated in my opinion. Let's talk a little bit about some downsides or something they have not changed. So I mentioned already the battery. I wish they put a small battery inside it. They have not changed the design at all. So maybe if they would have changed the interior design a little bit of the device, they could bring a battery, but maybe that would be too expensive. I don't know. Or maybe there are other reasons for that. I could not find any reason on the BitBox website. But I think this would have made a lot of sense to put at least a small battery to last, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours. So you do not need to make this awkward connection all the time. And then also I don't know how you call it, the touch area here. So that it's still not a touch screen like with Ledger or with Trezor. And to navigate, you have to kind of swipe here or click here. And I found it, after using the BitBox for 4 years now, I find this is one of the worst ways to navigate. I personally don't like it, and I wish they would have changed it, also make a new approach on that. But I can also understand maybe a lot of people like that. Maybe there are also reasons why they did not change that. But in general, I think it's, if you compare it against Ledger or Trezor, which I all own, it's the worst way to navigate on a hardware wallet. But it's not such a big deal in my opinion. But still, I would appreciate if they've changed that. So overall, it's a welcoming new update to the BitBox02 series. You can still order both devices. The BitBox Nova is a little bit more expensive, but you still get the same software experience, except of course that you cannot use the iOS app or iPadOS app with the older device. So you can order your BitBox02 right away. The device was sent to me for free in order to test it. But in case you want to order it as well, you can use my discount code, CryptoKenner, which you also find in the video description. You get 5% off if you use my discount code. And I would really appreciate if you use my discount code. You can help my channel here and support my work. And thank you very much if you choose to use my discount code. So if you have any more questions regarding the BitBox02 Nova, please drop them in the video comment section. I will try to answer them. Or if there's a lot of demand, I will try to make a review video after, I don't know, weeks or month of testing the Nova device, and check if the white color will still be white after a couple of months. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next videos. Bye.